Hey, because some people ask me about this, I'm gonna talk about this book, which I think it's pretty awesome. Let me just focus on me. It's a catchy title, I know. It's a great book, honestly. It is great. I can get why it's an scandalous title, but she explains it very into detail. Now, I don't know how to say her last name. English is not my first language, um, but this is her name. There you go. Can you read that? Yeah. So let's call her Sarah. I hope she doesn't mind because I can pronounce that very well. And I don't want to butcher her last name. But yeah, it's a great book. So there's a few chapters that are hard to read. There's one that deals a lot with abuse and stuff, and it's really hard to read. There's one in which it goes very theologically into explaining a lot of the verses used against women. Um, there's one in which she just tells her story and her upbringing in the church and her relationship with the church. It's a very interesting, very personal book. I think everyone should read it. How I came to it is just I saw the title, liked it. It was in my Amazon list, but I was traveling and just thinking about stuff and talking about people with other people. And I went on Twitter and asked, as men, which book can I read to further my understanding of feminism? And a friend of mine suggested this book. Since it was already in my Amazon list, I said, well, you know what? I'm gonna get it. So it took me like 3 sittings to read because it's not too long. Regular standard 200 pages book, but it's very, very good and very entertaining. Very well written, very tender and sweet. Probably the only way not something a man like myself could write because I'm not very tender or sweet, but Sarah really is, and she gets her talent on being very what's the word I want to say? She's just very friendly in a very warm way, which I appreciate because not I can be hard of understanding and I can be a hard-headed person, so I really appreciated that. I've read some reviews of some men saying they struggled with it. I didn't. Pretty much, I believe everything Sherry said here. I just love the way it was written. But yeah, I recommend this book especially for men, but just for everyone, Christian or not. I've seen people who are interested in the book because of the name, and who are not Christians, and I think it's a wonderful way to present a beautiful, well-being gospel to them. Um, the back of the book it says a freedom song, and I believe that. I believe it really is a freedom song, and it can be for so many people. There's history of abuse. Let's be clear about that. I believe women are people, and that's very important. I don't know why it's so hard for some people to understand. They have the same value. And the author, to my understanding of the book, understands that there are differences. That doesn't mean there's any less value, and the differences are not specific for the gender, but they're specific for the person, and that's very important to understand. I think she also offers a very warm way to look at things, and that's something I want to talk in a different video, which is I'm going to record after this probably. Um, about a way of redemption, and a way of seeing things not through our own right, conservative, traditional, preserving the rights of whatever ways, or not the very maybe creative ways that some people have. Some people will call progressive, and although some people will call this book progressive, I think she offers a very different path into the kingdom. So I think that's lovely. I think everyone should read this book. If you want to talk about this book, talk about it with me. I love educated arguments and conversations, and just a civil discussion. But I think it's a great book, and I recommend this book to just plainly everyone, especially as a man and a Christian man myself. To Christian men, I just think it's important. And for women, I cannot relate really to your struggles in the church or in the culture because I am not a woman, I'm a man. But I want to support you and understand you, and I hope this has been a book that will help me into that path of understanding and love and redemption and to give y'all your platform, the place you deserve to talk about these issues, and that I can listen. So hopefully this book affirms that in my life and in my heart, and I can continue to do that. I pray I can do that. But just honesty, it's a good book for everyone. Now I'm reading this other book, which I will talk about in a different video. It's also very scandalous and stuff. But anyways, really go grab this book. It's fun. Hope you have a good one.